Coming up today here on the Raiders Report, I interviewed Raiders rookie wide receiver Donte Thornton Jr., the 6'5", 4'3" speedster that Al Davis would absolutely love. He was selected in the 4th round, but he was working with the ones a lot this offseason. He led college football with 25.4 yards per carry, and if you can't tell how excited I am to interview this young man, then I don't know what to tell you. But you know what I would love the opportunity to do more of? I want to be able to do more player interviews. I know that we provide a lot of content on this channel, but I also know this. If players see a YouTube channel that's got 200,000 subs, 500,000 subs, 1 million subs, they're going to want to join this program more. So you already know I'm going to get you guys videos every single day. If you want to see more player interviews going forward, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It is important to note when we were live on July 10th, we raised money for Donte Thornton Jr.'s foundation, which is Driven Throughout the Journey Foundation. We also gave away a signed jersey, which I know I was pretty fired up about. If you don't know what the Driven Throughout the Journey Foundation is, don't worry, I got the mission statement right here. Driven Throughout the Journey Foundation mission is to be a beacon of light for our youth, families, and communities. We will provide resources and opportunities to the youth, as well as seeing the potential in all. We will extend our best efforts and assistance to those who seek guidance within our foundation. The Driven Throughout the Journey Foundation is striving for extremely buoyant back-to-school drives, Thanksgiving, and Christmas drives, while in addition to an annual youth football camp, which is destined to have youth from all ages. With the outcome of these events, we can continue to improve and strengthen the youth's connections to vital education around the world. We aim to do this by donating funds to further progress students' academic journey and help them excel and flourish. Ultimately, Driven Throughout the Journey Foundation is an uplifting force for others to use so they can advance themselves academically, socially, and spiritually. Our goal is to create well-rounded individuals that lay down the bricks to their own path in life. The entire team of Driven Throughout the Journey Foundation values family and unity above all. We believe that youth are the future, and the key to generational success is to invest in the future. I love that message from the Donte Thornton, and I love the whole mission statement because it aligns with what Pete Carroll and John Spytek are also trying to do with this team. We're trying to get good football players, but we're also trying to get good human beings. So if you'd also like to donate, go to driventhroughoutthejourney.com. You can also click on the red donate button. It's how you're going to be able to get it done. And if it's difficult to be able to type that in, because I know this, my dad is not the most computer savvy, I am going to put this for you down in the comments and down in the description. At the end of the day, I think Raider fans, we all know that this is more than just a team. We do believe this is a family, and I hope that you go out and support Donte Thornton Jr. But you came here to see an interview, and I understand that, and I want you to show how fired up you are that we get number 10 here in the building. So spam 10 down below to please welcome in Donte Thornton Jr. And let's get this thing rocking and rolling. So without further ado, he's doing this in the background, and I'm excited as well. Donte, what's going on, my man? How you doing today, bro?
I'm good, man. What's good?
Oh, man, I'm excited. I've been looking forward to this all freaking day. The Chat Sports team here is super fired up to have you. I also have a few Tennessee alums that were patiently waiting in the background to see if you're actually going to pull up. So today, I'm going to ask you a few different questions. I have a few questions as well from Raider Nation, and then I'm going to open it up to the nation to ask you just even more questions on top of that. The first thing I got to ask, though, you got a lot of speed. Al Davis loves speed. If you had the opportunity to right now look in the eyes of Mr. Davis, what would you say to him? Because I want to know what it means to be a Raider to you.
I'll just say I thank you for the opportunity because, like you said, the Al Davis pick. So for me, with knowing that that's the type of guy that he's looking for, and I'm that type of person who wants me to get my all for this team, and I'm going to do that for these next 3 to 4 years and however long I'm going to be here. I hope that's the rest of my career.
Hey, man, I'll tell you this. If I can lock you into silver and black for the rest of your career, I don't think that that's a bad idea at all. There was a lot of hype around you this offseason, and I know that the Raiders really value relationships. Talk to me about your relationship personally with Pete Carroll, John Spytek, or anybody else that has really connected with you on that staff.
I say with Coach Pete Carroll, I say we have a great relationship. Like even from the moment when I picked up the phone and he was talking to me, he was the first person throughout this whole process that told me, like, a lot of people don't notice the things that you did at Oregon that are like big parts of your game in terms of blocking and then my route running ability. So just knowing that he actually took the time out to go back and look at my older college tape and just saying how much he cared about making sure he made this pick on me. It means a lot to me. And he's a great coach. Like, I love him to death. Every single day he talks to me, and he always gives me different points to work on every single day. So he's one of those coaches that's going to constantly make sure his players are getting better, and he's going to make sure you stay on top of that.
I love that you brought that up because I can remember going back and, when I first heard about Donte Thornton Jr., I only saw the Tennessee tape. Look, I hope you don't get mad at me for saying this. I thought the offense at times was a little gimmicky, and I don't think that we fully got to see the best version of you. And I do think that you run a lot more complete route tree, but at the same time, 25.4 yards per catch is pretty electric. What do you think is the most electric experience you had playing SEC football?
I say this past season when we played Florida. I mean, not Florida. Yeah, we won in overtime, but then really Alabama at home. Because we beat them, and then the whole stadium stormed the field. But it was like a delayed storm. Like, we won the game. The clock hit 0. We started to run out onto the field, and nobody was storming. It was like I looked to the middle of the field, looked back, and like the whole field was covered. So that was definitely like the craziest experience for me.
I love hearing that, man. I had the opportunity when I was young to go to a Penn State game. It was a whiteout many years ago. Rashard Mendenhall, Juice Williams. Illinois was ranked like 21 in the country.
I've been to, I think, 2 or 3 whiteout games because I was committed to Penn State my sophomore year of high school.
Oh, really? I did not know that. That's dope. You're from what, Baltimore, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll say this. I would have rather you go to Penn State, but now that you're here with the Raiders, that's all I really care about. I actually got a question, and this one's from a guy that watches the show all the time. His name is Patrick Roche, and he wants to know which player currently on the team do you think has a breakout season? So besides yourself, because I'm hoping that happens, is there another player maybe from minicamp, maybe from OTAs, off-season that you're like, that guy's catching my eye? Who do you think is going to break out this year for the Raiders?
Trey Tucker.
Trey Tucker? Tell me why.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I watched throughout this whole camp or, like, OTAs and stuff, Trey never missed a rep, like, throughout the practice. He was in there every single play, and he's dominating every single rep. So just seeing that shows that he's putting in the work, and more so putting in the work in terms of on the field, but he's making sure he take care of his body so he can be out there on the field every day. So seeing that just let you know, like, once the things really get rolling, he's going to definitely excel.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Trey Tucker, I really hope that he does take that next step. So we got another one coming in here, and this is more of a test, dude. Like, Raider Nation's going to tell you how it is, and one of my favorite things that this team does is they rally behind their guys. So I got a little bit of a test for you. How long can you do the Raiders chant? Can I get one right now?
Raiders.
So you gotta tell people why you can't get too loud because you're at what? You're at Summer League right now, right?
Oh yeah, I'm at Summer League basketball game.
Yeah, so he's like, I was talking to him before we went live. Who are you there to see? Your buddy? He's plays for what? The Grizz?
Yeah, my dog Dark Queen. He just got drafted for the Pelicans.
Okay, there you go. What? They're playing the Grizzly, right?
Yeah, they're playing the Grizzlies right now.
Okay, that's what I heard. Pelicans. I don't watch too much basketball. I'm not gonna lie to you, but at 6'5", do you think you could do a windmill?
Oh, I can. Yeah, I can. Only thing I can do is dunk. I can't shoot, can't dribble. I can play defense.
I'll tell you this right now. I don't have nearly the amount of money you do, but if you ever get the opportunity to yam on Max Crosby, I will send you a $100 Venmo in my name. No?
I'm cool.
Donte. That just means you got more money and you don't need it. I respect it. I respect it. I do have a question, though, for the entire nation here. I'm hoping that you can be somewhere around 20 yards per catch this upcoming season. For the entire nation, let me know, over or under 20 yards per catch for Thornton, because a lot of times people think of you as just a speedster, and I'm not going to lie, it kind of rubs me the wrong way. What other routes do you think that you're a lot better at that people don't give you credit for?
Oh, I say it's a lot about, like, dig routes, slants, corner routes, comebacks, really a lot of those routes, really.
So with a more complete route tree, you're going to get more opportunities in the NFL, and I'm excited to see that. One of my favorite things about watching Geno Smith tape is how accurate he is, and just he's kind of in command of the offense, and people don't realize that he can attack 10 yards, 20 yards, hell, explosive plays down the field, 40 yards, which is kind of your bread and butter. What has it been like working with Geno this offseason? And talk to me about what you expect from yourself and Geno going forward.
I love Geno. Like, from the moment I got here, he's embraced me. Like, he's basically like took me under his wing and been that big brother to me. Like, every single day before practice starts, I go out there and I stand next to him. We just talk all day. We throwing back and forth and we just talking. So, like, just knowing that he's seen me put the work in that I've been doing so far, and that I guess that made him believe in me. So knowing that he believed in me make me want to work even harder. So I feel like the expectation, like for me personally, I don't really put like goals or like number goals or anything like that. My biggest goal with me having the mindset that I have and everybody else around me, including Jano, that's our main goal to win. So if we all had that same common goal, nothing can stop us.
I love that mentality. I'm going to bring in some questions here from Raider Nation. I know Raider Ron, he's one of the big donors to this channel. In fact, I'm not shitting you when I say this, Donte. I got a Raider Ron tattoo on my leg because he broke a record on our show. Full Raider leg sleeve. Took 14 hours. It's on YouTube if you want to check it out. I got a question for you. What player do you emulate your game after? He said personally that he thinks that you remind him from a gameplay standpoint of Randy Moss, but the mentality of Tim Brown. Is there like a old school Raiders player that you're like, you know what? I'm like that guy.
Nah, it's crazy that you said it. I would say for myself, Randy Moss. And then I like the Tim Brown one because like all the guys, or not the guys, but like the training staff, every morning before practice, I take my fingers, and that's how Tim Brown played. So they say that remind them of him.
So Randy Moss, Tim Brown, I would love to be able to get that type of combination, though. I want the Randy Moss, honestly, that Tom Brady played with, not the Moss that we had here in Oakland, but don't tell him I said that. Let's go with another question here. This one's coming in from Venthrak, Mount Raidermore. What is your favorite movie of all time?
My favorite movie of all time is Good Burger.
Good Burger. Well, you got to give me the Welcome to Good Burger.
Nah, man.
No, I don't know you like that.
But a Good Burger. Can I take your order? Yeah, that's my movie right there for sure.
All right, hey, I've watched it a few times. It's been a long, long time ago. My favorite movie personally is Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Never seen it. See?
Never.
It's all good. It's all good. I got one coming in here from David Gonzalez. It's a super chat. Who is the toughest opponent you have faced in training camp from the defensive side of the football?
I say Eric Stokes.
Okay, why is that?
I just feel like he's very experienced and like he's one of those faster guys. So he can play a little bit off and be able to recover, or he can press me up real close and be able to run with me the whole time. So that's definitely one of the tougher guys that I've gone. Or DCAM. It's tricky. It's our defense is really loaded.
Okay. I know there's a lot of long, lanky guys, and I'm actually really happy that you brought up DeCamerion Richardson because I know that sometimes when a new regime comes in, there's a lot of question marks. I really like Darian Porter, Stokes, Jacorian Bennett. Hopefully he's a lot healthier this season. DeCamerion Richardson, though, I'm really happy that you brought that one up. This one's coming in from Sean Irish. My boy Donte Thornton Jr., do you have a planned celebration for your first touchdown? And after you answer this, I'm going to tell you what the Raiders Report watchers want your first touchdown celebration to be, because we've had discussions about it.
In my mind, I don't know yet. I got a few in mind. I'm going to keep them a secret. I want to know what they want to do.
All right, so the one that we had the other day, it's funny. Some guy just sent in a $100 super chat, which on this show, when a hundo comes in, we bang. I'm not going to do that for you here. But the touchdown celebration that the nation wanted here on the Raiders Report, you're going to need 3 people. First, you got to get somebody that you can kind of like sit on as a stool. And then the third person, probably an offensive lineman a little bit bigger, milk them like a cow. Though, I'm just going to tell you, you got to do it. You got to do it more like near their nipples and not near their crotch because for obvious reasons. Yay or nay? What do you think's the percentage? I promise you this, dude. If you do that during a celebration, I'm going to lose my flipping mind on this channel.
No, I gotta think on that one. I gotta talk to management about that, and we'll get back to y'all on that one.
That's a good answer. I can tell you've been talking to Jacob plenty. Let's go to Bishop. What's up, Bishop? He is Randy Moss 2.0. I'm so glad he's wearing silver and black. Can't wait to see him light it up against our division. I also saw one. If you could go to the Richard Gonzalez. We had a guy earlier, he actually DM'd me this, kind of going through a little bit of a tough time. He just wants a shout-out. His name is Richard Gonzalez. He had something through dialysis. Could you give him a shout-out real quick?
Yeah, shout out my guy, Richard Gonzalez, man.
Appreciate you, Richard. Hopefully everything you're going through keeps it going. Let's go to Cove Utter. This is the guy that wanted the celebration. Welcome to the nation, Donte. Off the top of your head, who are the top 5 defensive backs you are excited to go up against this coming year?
Christian Gonzalez.
Okay.
Dirk Stingley.
Good answer.
Pat Surtain.
Good answer.
Anybody from the Chargers.
And anybody from the Chiefs.
Anybody from the Chiefs.
Hell yeah, man. No, I really, really want you to light up Surtain. I think he right now is probably the top cornerback in the NFL. Is Christian, obviously you guys were teammates for how many years?
Yeah, 1 year.
1 year back at Oregon? All right, I respect
Yeah.
that. I respect that. Let's go to another question if we have one. This was from Def Halo. What is the biggest adjustment going from college football to pro?
For me personally, I'll say like the speed of the game and just like learning the defense. Because like in college, most defenses like what you see is going to be what it is. And in the NFL, they know how to disguise it very well. So just knowing that at the snap, it could look like one coverage, and then the moment you get running, they rotate and change things up. So just knowing like you got to do a lot of film study and really learn the game a lot more now. And then like the game just sped up. Like everybody out there is getting paid the big bucks to play this game, and they're the best of the best. So like it ain't gonna be like no off day.
For sure. I got a few more questions for you, and then I'm going to open it up still to like the nation. They're going to get some more in. Ashton Genty, from what we've been seeing, from what we've been hearing, and that grin, I think kind of explains it all. What have you been seeing from Ashton? And I've said this before, and I hope that you don't get upset by this, but I said I'm going to measure your success on the Raiders based on like if Donte's on the field and Genty's averaging 5 yards per carry compared if Donte's not on the field and Ashton's averaging 4.5. Do you think that you're like the perfect decoy on the field for when Genty's there? And I hope that you don't take that decoy word to heart.
And like I'll say like you can say me, but you got Jacoby, Brock, Trey. Then you throw me in there, and Ashton, like it's too many weapons. Like in terms of the pass game side of it, y'all have the defenses that we play going to have to put their attention on Jacoby and Brock because they know that they are the guys. So that opened up places for Trey, me, and the other receivers. But then you got Ashton and Jenny who can run at their face every single play. So now they're going to have to pick and choose. Do we want to stop the run or do we want to cover the pass? If you cover the pass, we're going to run the ball all day. If we try to stop the run, we're going to throw the ball all day. So, like, it's a double-edged sword that is going to get very tricky for people to handle.
And honestly, dude, after seeing the Raiders offense the last few years, and I feel like I'm allowed to say that, I want to see an explosive attack, and I want to see a lot of points be put up on the board. I got a trivia question for you, so hopefully you like trivia. So, there are only 3 wide receivers in combine history who were 6'4" or taller to run a 4.35 40. Can you name all 3 of those receivers?
The first guy, what's his name? Donte Thornton.
There you go.
DK Metcalf and Calvin Johnson.
I say that's pretty elite company. What does it mean to you to even – I hope that you are those players, and I hope that, you're probably hoping the exact same thing. But what does it mean to you to even be in the same breath as those 2 guys?
It's a great feeling. Like, for me personally, like, Calvin Johnson is my all-time favorite receiver. So just knowing that my name will be placed in that same category as him for the rest of football, like the rest of football history, knowing that is like a great feeling to have. It's just saying that those are 2 of the best receivers that play the game. So just knowing that I'm in that same thing, it's just like a higher standard I got to hold myself to.
Absolutely. So I know you said you don't judge yourself based on maybe some of the numbers. I'm not going to sit here and I'd say that I don't believe you, but there has to be a number. Like, there has to be a number this year where you're like, I want this amount of receiving yards, this amount of touchdowns, or you're like, you just don't care about it.
Nah, I really don't. Like, and I want to say that I always was like that. I made that shift in my mindset, like my senior year in college. And personally, like my approach to that is like, I feel like when you put a number goal on something and you don't meet that, it has a negative impact on your conscience. And that starts to pile on top of each other when you don't meet those goals. So for me personally, my top goals, I have 4 of them, or 3 really, is to win, be the best team that I can be, and take advantage of every opportunity that I'm given, whether that's in a game, in practice, or in the meeting room. And if I have all of those, it allows me to use my teammates and everybody to have the same goals as me to meet my goals. And if we all work together on that, I don't have to worry about having to have a personal agenda with anything.
I respect that. And it's a great answer to have. And I think like we always say, you play for the team on the front. That way it blesses the name on the back. You did mention about being a good teammate. Out of all the players that you have on that team, who do you think is, like, right now your go-to guy? Like, who's your best friend on the Raiders right now?
Trey or Zachary Franklin.
Okay, I like that. How's Zachary been looking? He's from what? He's Illinois, right?
Yeah, he been looking good, man. That's definitely my dog. Like, I say, man,
tough guy.
We instantly clicked once he got here. Like, from the moment we've been here, we always move each other every single day. So like, that's definitely my guy.
I got a question coming in from Conscience. Have you and Trey Tucker raced yet?
Nah, we ain't raced yet.
You got him? Because I know Trey's quick, dude. He's somebody where I actually think if you put him in a phone booth, I don't think I get a hand on him.
Nah, it's tricky. I'll always take myself.
It's a good answer.
Yeah, I'm always take myself. Hold on 1 second. Oh, snap. What happened? Oh,
I can still hear you. You're good.
There we go.
You know what?
Yeah, I'm always take myself for sure. But it definitely be a good race.
Yeah, your video right now is a little bit breaking up. It's all right though. We can still hear you. I actually one time did an interview with an old Raiders player, Jermaine Illuminor, and he actually did the whole interview naked. I'm not kidding. He was in his sauna, completely naked, when he did it. I got another one coming in here from a true story. You don't believe me? Go back, check it out. Donte, are you adjusting well to the short and the crossing pattern since in college you used to go long, basically? So how have you been doing with some of these crossing patterns short? I guess that's the question. How are you dealing with some of these crossing patterns?
I'm adjusting to it. Like I said, like at Oregon, I did a bunch of that stuff, so it wasn't like something foreign to me. Like my whole life, I've been playing receiver and running a lot of those routes. It just happened to be that my last 2 years of my college career, I didn't do much of that. So, yeah, it definitely... To answer the question, I'm adjusting very well to it. Sure.
I respect it. Let's go to B-Rabe, and let's do 3 more questions for Donte. So if anybody wants to get them in, let's get the questions in right now. B-Rabe, as an Oregon Duck fan, how excited are you about Chip Kelly's offense?
I'm very excited for it because, like, my last game in college football, he whooped us bad. So seeing what he did in the offense and now playing in the offense, I can see how he did that. So I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, Chip Kelly, a great X's and O's guy. I think he's also so solid at, being able to extend the field. I just got a big super chat from Tri-Van. He said, he's a Mount Raidermore member. He said, just listening to you is getting me hyped. How hyped are you? Training camp is what? You guys report a week from today. What are you expecting going into your first training camp as now a professional football player?
I'm just excited to get to work, really. Like, I had a lot of downtime over this past few weeks or whatever it may have been. I'm just ready to get back into it, like a more structured schedule, have things going. And like, right now I can play football. Football is all I'm doing right now. That's my job. So that's all I wanted. Not being have to worry about school or anything else, just strictly football. And that's what I get right now. So I can't wait to get back to it.
Training camp, Veterans Report on the 22nd. We got Donte Thornton Jr. here live on the Raiders Report. He's been answering some questions, and Tri-Van, he's a big-time donor here on this show, so I just wanted to be able to show him a little bit of love.
Oh, yeah,
Donte, dude, Donte, I didn't know if I wanted to do this or not, but I'll save it for it. Let's go to Seth. Donte, we're so fired up to have you. What's been your favorite part of the offseason so far?
I just say, like, being able to see my family, like, for those first, like, 2 months or however long it was after I got drafted and been out here, I didn't get to see them in, like, over the past few weeks. My family and friends have been coming to see me, like, right now. My mom and all my siblings out here right now. So that's a great feeling just to be able to see them before I have to lock in and really get to focus on everything.
I got one more question for you, and then we'll do 2 more, and then I'll let you go, I promise. Which game are you looking forward to most on the Raiders' schedule? Which one do you have circled?
For me, the Texans.
Okay. I'll tell you this right now. You're going to really resonate well because my normal producer on this show, his name's Chugs. He's a Texans guy, and he does a lot of stuff for Texans around here. Why Houston? Just because?
That was my favorite team growing up.
Okay. Is there a certain player?
DeAndre Hopkins. And Deshaun Watson.
I respect that. Yeah, I mean, DeAndre Hopkins is probably one of the greatest of all time to ever get it done, to ever do it. I got one last final question for you. You seem like such a good teammate, been hyping up a lot of people. Is there somebody that maybe, we call them sleeper candidates, somebody that's maybe not a household name that you think could be a household name by the end of the season? Just like somebody that, you know what, I want to put this guy on Raider Nation's radar because he deserves it. Offense or defense?
DK.
D-Cam?
Yeah, for sure.
DeCamerion Richardson. Did you go up against him? He played in the SEC. He was
Nah, he was. I didn't get to go against him.
Okay.
He was gone before I got there.
I got you. Well, how about this, man? I want all y'all that are tuned in right now to spam TY down below thanking Donte Thornton Jr. And I'm excited to be able to give away a signed jersey. We're going to do that a little bit later on today's show. But Donte, do you have any final words for the nation? Co-voter, are we going to get that touchdown celebration?
Potentially, man. Y'all potentially might get that touchdown celebration. I don't know when. It ain't going to be the first one for sure. I can tell you that. It won't be the first one.
I'll tell you this right now. Not that I would be disappointed that would be your first touchdown celebration, but I'll hope. How about this? If it's your 10th this year, we'll make it your 10th. If you can lock it in, if you score 10 touchdowns this year, you're doing the utter. Deal? All right, I respect it. Seriously, dude, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join this YouTube channel. We had over 1,000 people tuned in today in the middle of July, which is a beautiful thing. When we go live on Raiders game days, we have hundreds of thousands people tuned in, and you pulling up today, I think, is going to show the nation that, you know, you're rocking with the silver and black. We're a passionate fan base. You're a passionate human being, and I'm excited that we're going to be able to donate some money to Driven throughout the journey. Actually, if you want to speak on that real quick before you head out of here, I think that's probably a great thing to do.
First, I want to say thank everybody that made the donations today and go to my foundation. But just for me, I started this foundation my junior year in college. Well, I started it before that, but I really started to add money until my junior year of college. That's when NIL started. And basically, for me, it was just to be able to give back to the community. I'm very big on being able to give back because I know, like, coming from Baltimore is a rough city, and there's a lot of kids that grew up without a lot of positive role models and positive male role models in their household. So with me knowing that I made it out of that environment and can be able to show these kids that there's a way out of it and be that positive influence for them, I just want to be able to do that, and that's why I started this foundation.
I think for a young man to be able to do that, recognize that, I think that's huge leaps and bounds because at the end of the day, yes, we want to win football games, but if there's one thing Al Davis always stood up for, it's, you know, I want good people that wear that shield, and I want people that wear this Raiders jersey and wear it loud and proud and be a good football player, but be an even better human being off the field. And in the short interactions that we've had this offseason, I'm very confident that you're going to be that type of guy. Donte, thank you so much for joining the Raiders Report. Greatly appreciate it. And I've been talking to Jacob. When I get in Vegas, we're going to link up, and we're going to go out and we're going to have some
definitely.
fun.
For sure.
Bet. All right, bro. Appreciate you so much. Donte Thornton Jr., everyone. Peace out.